The River2Sea Whopper Plopper has been a big hit, and this year they came out with the new Double Plopper Buzzbait, and I gotta admit, for $16.99, it looks a little gimmicky. It's like 2 mini Whopper Ploppers on a buzzbait, but I just got done fishing with it, and I mean the thing catches fish. These 2 ploppers still make that plopper noise, but it's a very soft, different sound than you would have with a normal buzzbait. So you can kind of crawl it along real slow. You can speed it up too, and it'll throw a lot of water. They say in the description that it floats. I gotta admit, I was a little apprehensive about that, but these 2 guys hold it up perfectly. I mean, you throw it out, it just sits there. And I found that was kind of cool because if you're fishing really tight cover, especially up shallow, you can make real soft little casts with it and let it sit there for a second, kind of let those ripples dissipate, and then you can start winding it. This thing comes through cover like a tank. From wood, pads, grass, the thing just climbs over all of it and never really misses a beat. Just kind of rocks side to side. Sometimes it'll roll around. Grass doesn't really seem to wrap up around the arms as bad as it does on a metal buzzbait, and it really lets you fish a lot of stuff that you may not be able to with a normal buzzbait. There are a few things that I didn't really like. When you cast it out, you kind of got to let it sit there for a second and right itself to float. If you start winding it really fast, if you're trying to cover a lot of water, it'll kind of rock on one side and roll and not run right, or it'll kind of track off to the side, which you can change by just slowing it down. But just give it a little pause when you cast it out before you start winding it, and you'll fix that. The other thing is, these weigh 5/8 of an ounce. I kind of wish it was a little heavier. It's kind of hard to throw. If it was a little heavier, I feel like I could bomb it a little further and just cover more water. But other than that, I think it's a pretty cool little bait. It's available in a whole slew of colors, and it definitely catches fish. Get out of there. That thing's big too. Stop what you're doing. Why are you gonna do it? Why are you gonna do that? Whoa. Throw a double whopper plopper, you catch big ones. Dang. You throw it through cover, just like that. I was crawling it through pads. It comes through beautifully. And man, sometimes you got to add a couple ploppers in your life to catch big old fat girls like that.